moment. If you're not a believer and you've never come to a point in your life where you've given your life to Christ, I want to echo what Levi said. We really don't want your money. We're just glad that you're here. We really don't. It's not about the money. I'm serious. But I want to talk to those of you who do love Jesus. And you have a passionate love for Jesus. And you're here because you believe that the gospel is not the world's just best hope, it's the world's only hope. And so I want to talk to you tonight just for a moment. You know, we talk about 500,000 people. It's kind of hard to get your arms around that. Let's just get our arms around one. Let me just tell you a God thing that happened to me in my church this morning. Number one, if you were here last night, I took up the offering. I didn't think I was going to do it 2 nights in a row. I was just going to come and sit and enjoy and be a part of this. And so this morning, after our first service, there's a member of our church. I'm going to bring him up here in a minute. His name's Frank. Frank is absolutely one of the greatest individual soul winners and witnesses for Christ I've ever met in my life. Ever. Those of you who know him know what I'm talking about. Frank would witness to a fire hydrant. I mean, just anybody that'll listen, he'll do it, okay? Frank, I want you to come up here. Now, I had no idea. Frank's been in my church 8 years. Frank's been in my church 8 years. I've never heard his story. He came up to me, this is between services, he said, hey, Pastor, I wanted you to hear my story. I want you to hear this. 25 years ago, July the 25th, 1991, Frank had been in the military. Frank had been a drug dealer in the military. He and his brother actually on a Navy ship, listen to this now, I don't know how they did it, filled that ship up with drugs and brought them back to sell to the United States. He was neck deep in the world of drugs. His father was a believer. Father died 4 years before what I'm telling you happened. On July the 25th, 1991, his mom and his sister persuaded him to go to the Anaheim State